WideSide Sports. We are back for the spectacular draft special where everything will be correct. You don't even need to watch the draft anymore. Sitting alongside Seth.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for the introduction.
Hey, you're welcome.
I think that we're going to get, I think I can get at least 5 correct.
I will tell you one thing. I have 3 quarterbacks going in the first round, none in the top 10.
Okay.
I will tell you that.
I have 2 in the first round, 1 in the top 10.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. That's my little sneaky peeky there.
We was talking a little bit before we dive into that because that's probably going to take an hour to do that. So we might as well get and then usually by the time what's this, our third one?
Yeah.
By the time it's done with the 30-second pick, it's like, all right, we're at it. Yeah. I'm done. We were talking a little before of just catching up on that fucking Johnny Depp trial.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It is like, if that was a TV show.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Well, and you'd be like, well, they're blowing this out of proportion of how anything could be in a courtroom. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
And then the fact of like he wears something, then the next day she wears it.
Yeah, that's creepy. In 15 years, when HBO does a documentary on this show, people are going to be like, they said that in court?
Let's be honest.
5 years?
Next year, when they're already writing it. It's like they're filming it as it's happening.
Yeah.
That is just, and then the fecal deposit to the bed. And then she tried to blame it on the dog.
Yeah,
and he's like,
that's a person. I've pooped before.
I picked up, what did he say? I've picked up our dog's, I can't remember what he said, but he didn't say poop or feces.
Yeah.
He's
excrement?
like gift.
Excrement?
No. It was something like
gift.
Treat or gift or it's like, it was weird.
It was a
like,
Johnny Depp thing to say.
Hey, what are you talking about?
That's weird.
I did find something out. Since the last time I've seen you, I played a round of golf.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
In April?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I found something out.
Your back hurts?
Well, not so. The back, obviously I had a decently severe back injury over the wintertime.
Yeah.
And it caused my leg to go numb. I think I don't know if we ever talked about that on here, but me and you have discussed it. And, then everything kind of came back, and I felt okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, the nerve damage has done some damage to my leg because I can't really swing anymore.
Oh, it's that bad? I thought you meant like you just like
because it's my
something.
No. Like it's my left leg. I'm trying to explain this to you about how a golf swing works.
Yeah, because I don't know.
So obviously, on the follow through. You end up on your left leg.
Yeah.
And then in my swing, as in most people who can play the game okay, you'll actually roll your ankle just a bit, like you kind of roll to the outer edge.
Okay.
I went down and actually hit some range balls before we went out. Hit my first shot and rolled like that and fell to the ground.
Oh.
I can't end up on my left leg anymore.
Wow. That's wild.
It just doesn't work.
You need to go get that at least looked at.
Probably just take it off, put one of them blades on.
A blade?
The blades like that the runner guy that killed his girlfriend.
Oh.
Those type of blades.
Oh, shit. That would be weird.
So I had to, the only way I could do it is I can't swing as hard as I'd like to anymore. Because I just can't. Yeah. I can't be on my left side. Which is weird. Like I noticed like my walking gait has been different since that happened. Like it's like, just overcompensating or something. So now when I swing, Gary Player.
Yeah.
How when he hits it, he steps through and almost starts to walk. That's how I have to hit the ball now.
Wow. I would at least go get it looked at.
And I hit about a 15-yard cut now, as opposed to drawing the ball like I used to, which really makes it difficult to aim. Yeah. Because that's just not
it's the opposite of what you do, what you're used to.
So that was...
Brady and I might have
nice.
Brady and I might have a shot to win the brother thing now.
I mean, we'll still get you, but I'll figure it out by then.
No, that's bad though. I mean, I would.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea that was a thing.
Wow.
So there's that.
I'll put a damper on everybody's mood.
No, it's all right. I laugh about it. I mean,
I was laughing about it because I thought like you swung once and you know what I mean, like not an actual like injury.
Well,
like,
it was kind of funny of like the
yeah.
Oh, I can't swing anymore. I have to do something. Basically, about 15 range balls. I had to figure out a brand new swing and then went out and played.
I have to do that every time I play.
Let's see, 14. So of the 14 fairways, I think I hit 10.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I can figure it out.
You're a professional.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, but it was just like, basically it's just one of those things of like, obviously some nerve problems. And then,
I wonder if something
just weakens the muscle.
Well, I wonder if, even if something's out.
Could be.
You know what I mean? If they just if they move you one way or the other, if that'll.
Oh, like a fake doctor?
Yes, exactly.
Person?
I hate chiropractors.
They're terrible. They're not doctors.
No.
They're fucking people that couldn't make it to medical school that you're going to let just push on your spine.
Well, I don't really care for them because they always tell me to come back. I'm like, I thought, didn't you fix it? Like,
no, well, and that's the thing with me is I've known multiple girls that have worked in chiropractic offices, and the whole thing is to make sure you get them scheduled for a new appointment.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you're not.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I'm more on the physical therapist side of like, hey, tell me what to do, and then
I'll give you my mom's number.
Give stuff to give
her a call. But just ask her about that.
So I started work. I got one of them like the bands, but like the big rubber band one, the circle ones, not the.
Yeah, not the curling ones?
Not the curling ones to make your biceps pop before you got to take obviously putting that and then trying to work the calf and the outer. Basically, it's the muscles on the outside. They're just, my ankle doesn't work properly.
Yeah, and you don't have any stabilization muscles around it either.
That's what it is.
Yeah. That is wild. Oh, all this because of some back
injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird how all that shit's connected, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew it when it happened because then I couldn't put socks on for like a month because it was like fire going down my left leg. But then, did the stretches I was supposed to do and help relocate things and everything got better. But that would probably, I assume, just be longer term damage of you put some pressure on that nerve running down there, which also helps control some of the muscles there, and they just start to
that's weird.
Weaken.
I want to help you with this.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to help you,
buddy.
I'm going to help you. Oh man, I had a fun week so far. I mean, I work with a lot of really, really good people. Like they're fun, get along with. I look forward to my adult time during the day, just because you don't get a whole lot of it. But I also work with some weirdos. It happens. They're still nice people. Good people. I mean, I'd love to,
not talk to them during off hours.
Well,
I understand.
That. But have you ever met anybody that will come up to you and start a conversation, but it's like we've already been talking for 20 minutes? You know what I mean by that? Like there was a conversation, like the lady will come up and ask me things like we had already been talking. Like this was just like another conversation, but it's just randomly she'll come up to me. And she just says off the wall shit, but she's not trying to be funny.
Oh.
Like back in December. And this has been like 2 or 3 years since I've been working there. This shit's happened.
Yeah.
It's 7:00 in the morning. I open up my door. She's always there early. I'm getting all my stuff ready for the day. She pops her head in. This is in December. She goes, "Were your hands as cold as mine were on Saturday?"
What?
That's what she asked me. And I went, "No, I was inside." And she goes, "Oh man, it was cold." And that's all she said. She walked away. She went back in her classroom. This is some of the shit that she says.
That your hands were?
Thank you. I don't know, but that's some of the stuff. But that stuff reminds me because this week I am walking down the hallway and I have to pass her, and I'm like, oh man, I know she's going to say something. It just can't be a good morning. It can't be. And of course, me being the nice, non-sarcastic person I am, I say, "Good morning." And she goes, "Did you sleep good last night? Because I sure did." That's all she said. and kept on walking.
That is the opposite of what people normally say. Good morning. Man, I didn't sleep with a shit last night. That would be a response. You'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Like, but that's what, and she just kept on, like, nothing else. And I was just like, the hell just happened? Oh, stuff. It was a new one this week. It's why it reminded me, and I figured I'd had to share that with you because I don't think I've ever shared this stuff with you before. A couple months ago, it happens in streaks. That's not every day. There's a back hallway where the staff restroom is, the private one or whatever. And so I'm going, and I just turned the corner down the hallway to go there, and she's coming out of it. And I'm like, okay, I know she's going to say something weird this time, and I don't know why, but I just have this feeling. And again, I went, morning. And she goes, I don't know where it's coming from, but I can sure hear his voice. What? And I went, huh? Like I literally went, huh? And she just kept on walking, and I'm like, what in the hell?
I think like she's shockingly trying to be funny.
I think so too. But
like Googling it before she comes to work. Like top 10 funny things to say to coworkers.
But I don't think she would do that. Like she would do that, but I don't think she is. She's also the same person who asked me last week, because you live in Ohio, other people who live in Ohio, mice are running at this point in time during the spring. It's an old school. We have some in the school building. There's a lot in her room because she keeps food in her room.
Yeah.
She goes, should I call the health department? And I went, why? She goes, all the mice in my room. I'm like, no, that's not, I wouldn't call the health department. They're not going to do anything. They may laugh at you. She goes, it's getting out of hand. I'm like, well, do you call the health department when you have mice in your house? Well, no. What's the difference? Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it's like everybody, I'm surprised she can go, well, I don't have mice in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
You live in Ohio. You sure do. I don't give a shit what.
Exactly.
You have a mouse in your house somewhere.
It's exactly. But I'm just like, what? She's a very nice lady, but it's just like, what? To ask me, because I ask other people that I eat lunch with, I'm like, does she ever say this shit to you? And they're like, no, not really. She says weird stuff, but nothing like that.
I think when she was making the comment about sleeping good, I think she's trying to work her way into.
Oh man,
with you and the missus.
Well, before I got there, she's been working there a long time. She like lost like 100 pounds.
Yeah,
and so she'll like in the morning time she'll get like she'll do like her steps around like the square and the thing. So she
good
walks in the morning. Yeah, fine with that. The last
weird
year,
if you weren't.
Last year, this is the weird part. We had, with COVID and everything, we didn't have parent-teacher conferences. We had phone calls, basically. If the parent signed up to have a parent-teacher conference, we were supposed to call them on our phone and talk about the student. So she wasn't able, we were there for 3 hours on a parent-teacher conference. So that was her workout day. Well, we walked past her room, and she has on her smart board a workout tape, and she's doing like P90X or like stuff in her room, but she's like talking to, like motivating herself as she's doing it with her door open.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, and my room is catty corner from her room. Like I can hear everything that's going down in that room. Like, you got this. Come on, you got this. Like, I'm like, it's not the TV talking. Like the guy on the TV isn't, pumping her up. She's doing it herself.
What?
Like, I had to sit there and
shut
giggle.
the door.
Yes.
And pull a blind or whatever.
Something.
I mean.
But I'm sitting at my desk and I'm just fucking giggling. Like, because I can hear her motivate herself, which is great and fine, but close the door. Like, close the door. Come on. Come on. This isn't something you do in the school building,
That's where sometimes, obviously, with what I do, it is what I do. Being outside and stuff like that but it's stuff like that that's like, being around in an office, like confined with some people sometimes would be okay.
Yeah, because
because
funny shit happens. Funny shit happens. But she is, like I said, she's a nice lady, and I get along with her. But it's like, what kind of shit do you ask?
Wait, when she asks you, hey, how you doing? Go, I don't know about you. I'm having a bad wiener day. This thing's usually left, and it's going right today, and it's throwing off Everything.
My pants don't fit
My
right.
whole day is ruined.
Whole day is gone.
Ruined.
But yeah, she's fun. But it's just some of that shit. It's just funky sometimes. Just funky.
Tough to deal with some people.
Yeah.
And to not.
Yeah. To not say something back.
To not, because
just I really have to censor myself at school.
I assume.
One, because we all know I'm very bad about just saying what I feel. Yeah. And so I really do have to try and censor myself. Now around certain people I don't, because they know who I am and the real me. But it's like, but some of them will be like, well, what'd you say to her back? I'm like, I don't say anything to her back because like I don't want a complaint. You know what I mean? And
I don't want to extend the conversation.
I just want it to end. I had a complaint filed against me back in January, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Our curriculum coordinator is she does that, and she's also the librarian. She was putting on this workshop or something for like 20 minutes after school, and it was optional.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you how bad it was. The principal had to go on our little group chat thing that we have for all the teachers and say, if anybody goes to this, you can wear jeans all next week. Like, he's baiting us to like go.
Man.
So he knew that it was not going to be good. And it's a Friday, 3:00 after school. And I'm like, I don't want to stay. So as I'm passing her in the hallway, she goes, hey, are you staying for my presentation? And I say, no. She goes, oh, why not? I said, I don't want to. Like that. I said, I don't want to stay for it. And she told him that I was being mean to her. And so he's telling me this, and he's like, I just have to tell you. He's like, I have to, because she complained, but he's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I didn't worry about it. I wasn't being mean. I just told her I didn't want to stay.
Maybe don't do it on a Friday.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't want to. And she apparently she got all mad. And then so I talked to some other teachers. They're like, oh, it was horrible. Like we stayed because we wanted to wear jeans. I'm like, I don't like jeans that much. So
you're the fucking librarian. Tone it down.
Yeah. Just that stuff is the only bad stuff about working in the office sometimes, or, with other adults who don't take jokes or stuff like that.
Yeah. I find the people that don't get jokes is just like, hey, like everything's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. We work in a very, you can say some teachers feel like they have a very high pressure job based on, standards and stuff like that. Some teachers feel like they have pressure. Others,
I understand. But everybody's got their own cross to bear. I get it.
But I like to have fun with it.
Trying to get my greens to 12 sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all.
But it's just, I try to have fun with it, but I'm like, some of these people just need to tone it down a little bit. Jesus.
Just put a movie on.
Yeah. Not that, but geez. Calm the hell down.
You don't need to teach anything. Just you get like with smart TV or something in there. Just whatever you're going to teach today. There's somebody that did an animated thing that's fucking awesome teaching that on YouTube. Just throw that on there.
Our junior high history teacher still plays the Schoolhouse Rock. I'm a Bill. Still plays that when he's talking about it. And all the kids are like, what the fuck is this? This sucks.
Capitol Hill. Oversimplified stuff, man. That's great when you're teaching like the Civil War and stuff. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Throw that in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's just some fun stuff. Sometimes I'm like, really? Like, I could be doing stuff like on my own, but I have to do it with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially as like me as like the co-teacher. Like I don't have my own class, but I have to get along with this person that is a complete moron.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Hope I don't listen to this.
Yeah, well, I don't care.
Be funny. Morning. Listen to this podcast. It just kind of felt like it shit on me.
Whatever.
Come on, you can do it.
I think we both know if I don't really like a person, I think they can kind of take the hint.
Kind of get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually feel that way when I get here.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, throwing shit at me today.
Didn't mean to. Did not mean to.
But like Johnny Depp.
Yeah. I started the Josh Brolin TV show on Amazon Prime called Outer Range or something like that. It's odd. It's very odd. Did you ever see Fuck, I don't remember the name of it. It's basically an alien kind of TV show, but they haven't really hinted at that yet.
No.
It's
about aliens?
Kind
or
of,
like illegal
I think.
Aliens?
No, not illegal aliens. Aliens like from outer space aliens.
Oh, I'm out. I'll never watch that.
Oh, you're not an alien movie fan?
Like
not
it's
like,
gotta
not like
be
the alien movies, but just like
yeah, it's got like Independence Day. Hey,
oh, okay.
Stuff like I'm not gonna get into a series. It's about
Yeah, I get it. But I like him, and Amazon Prime usually does pretty good with their stuff, so I gave it a shot. Yeah, it's okay. It's only like I think I've only watched like 2 episodes, but it's just like I need to know why this is happening pretty fast, or I'm going to turn it off.
That's the problem with so many shows. Like they're still in that old school. It's like hey, once you get past the first 4 episodes, it's good. It's like, why don't you just make the 5th episode the first fucking episode then? Because I don't need to know what this guy was doing when he was 7 fucking years old.
Yeah. It's tough, but I enjoy it. The second part of Ozark comes out Friday.
Pretty pumped about that.
Yeah.
I should be done with that by Saturday. Well, because it's only 4 or 5 episodes,
something like
maybe.
that. Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, I seen I hate why do they even give stuff out for people to review before you? Is like
I don't know.
You don't need that shit. I mean, then Netflix is fucking apparently going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Lost all kinds of money.
But they have good shit on there right now.
Yeah.
They do. This month has been fantastic, and I'm pretty sure they're putting The Gentleman on there next month.
Well, and they're talking about it's because people are sharing, which is I'm sure for sure is happening.
I do it
a lot.
Yeah.
But of you lose subscribers because your 52 movies in 52 weeks, well, fucking 51 of them were garbage.
Exactly. They were awful.
You spent $10 billion on product, on content.
Yep. Give us
and none of it,
good.
and it was all weird shit.
Yeah.
Of like you cancel Mindhunter.
Yeah.
And you put on this shit.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
For 6 seasons.
Yeah.
Of hey, that Nailed It was fine. It didn't need that many fucking seasons.
Mm-hmm. But they're getting rid of all like Ozark. Now at some point in time it does need to come to an end, which is fine, but you're rushing it.
Yeah.
Like you could have gave me 2 more seasons. You know what I mean?
I can understand that one because the 2 main people are kind of heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Of hey, you're not tying me up for,
Yeah. And the one is starting to do his own stuff, starting to direct, starting to write.
Yeah. So that I get that one. But the other one's just Mindhunter just because I like that show.
Yeah.
Of
well, you're putting all of the...
it's so expensive to shoot. Of how is that more expensive than anything else?
Well, you're putting all of the serial killers that he interviews, you're doing their own little documentaries. Why wouldn't you just give us this too?
Yeah.
Give me a TV version of it where it's more in depth and you can kind of, control it a little bit more. I don't know. It makes sense. Netflix is getting into the murder docs. Give us
what they do, and they've been pretty good.
They're really good, and I'm like, give us the murder doc show. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Kind of loops along with it.
Exactly. People are watching that. It's been the John Wayne Gacy one's been number 2 on Netflix for since it's been out. I mean, so give us more of that stuff.
It's weird to say it's good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. It's not good.
You will get through it.
Yeah, and you'll feel gross afterwards.
Yes,
but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Just interesting how
I guess you can say it's well done.
Yeah, it's well done. It's well put together. It's executed.
Well, several of them in there.
Yeah.
33.
Yeah.
To be exact.
Gross.
Well, that's the one of that's just what they found of how many do you think it really was?
50.
It's because that was only in Illinois. You tell me in Waterloo, Iowa, he just sodomized a kid that he never murdered anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah, I had trouble believing that too.
Fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then he was the first cook at the prison.
Yep. And he was proud of that. He was proud of being first
I handle breakfast and lunch. Okay, John.
I got to tell you this, and I don't know if I want to do it on air or not, but one of the pictures on there, he has the shadow and the mustache on one of them. It's a grayed out picture, and my wife went, that kind of looks like Randy.
Hey,
And I went, what? And she goes, well, no, it just looks like him. I'm like, what? No,
well, that's your explanation didn't make it any better.
No, it didn't.
No. Yeah. Nah, it just looks like him.
It looks like him. I'm like,
okay.
Well, I was like, and she goes, well, she's like, well, pause it and rewind. And I pause it. I'm like, maybe just like the shadow, like the 5 o'clock shadow stuff. But I'm like, not really.
Well, I talked with her for like 10 minutes before we came in here, and she didn't say anything about it.
And she was probably be embarrassed.
Probably scared.
Probably.
Yeah, that was a fucking tough one.
Yeah, that was rough.
Well, that was kind of like I hadn't watched that yet, but I knew I was going to.
Yeah.
And this last week, I've obviously been trying to play catch up because the weather's been shitty, so it's been mowing fairways a lot and stuff like that. So I've listened to some books, like multiple books over the last week.
Yeah.
There's one by another FBI agent, that profiler type thing.
Yeah.
Never heard of him before. Throw it on there.
Yeah.
Hey,
pretty good.
See what happens. It was tough.
Oh.
Because his specialty was child crimes.
Oh, okay,
and it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm like,
it's when you hear that stuff and you're like, I've been on the job for 25 years. Like, one, you've seen some shit. Two, how the hell have you been able to do this for 25 years?
He was like tried multiple suicide attempts.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it's
just like, of like, oh, I didn't know this was going to be hey, we're only going to talk about children.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Not that, I mean.
But still,
it's still it's still life that they're of like, hey, how did you catch these people?
Yeah.
I thought it was more like, because the Mindhunter stuff
is more explaining.
It's more explaining of how they caught him and how they do that.
Not
it's
what
not
they
so much
did.
of like, hey,
what we saw and stuff like that.
This is what happened blow for blow.
Yeah.
And then went right into the John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, God.
Documentary.
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough to listen to, too. I mean, it's just cringy. It's like, yeah.
Well, and it's just a weird thing, like with him, like just the fact of the way, and everybody's heard him talk. I mean, hell, he did like a 60 Minutes or some shit like that, didn't he? Like there was an on-camera interview.
Yep.
Of just like nothing.
Yeah. He didn't. Just very
it's just a regular.
That's what I mean. Like how nonchalant he was talking to anybody, everybody, like doing this shit, and is still running businesses.
Yeah,
and has workers. And I'm like, the guy's been married twice, has 2 kids. Like, what in the hell?
People liked him.
Yeah,
like
hell, he was voted Man of the Year in Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, but that's just like listen to him talk of like, just like Well, there was one, too, about that BTK. This is getting very killer heavy here again.
We'll switch.
But it was I'd listened to it because that John Douglas has interviewed him.
Yeah.
And that's the like the serial killer or whatever they call it, the triad. It is basically cruelty to, like when you're a kid coming up, cruelty to animals, like killing animals, late bedwetting, like heading into a teenager and you're still wet in the bed, and fire starting.
Yeah.
And they was going over that, and the BTK, he's like, started saying something about setting fires, and he's like, I know where you're going with this, and I never harmed animals when I was a kid. I would never do that. Like you murdered a whole fucking family. He's like, I would never hurt an animal.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Some of the stuff's crazy to me of how they justify it to themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have done that, but I did this. It's like, what? Is that better to you? Like, I mean, are you a stand-up citizen because you didn't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't dispose of the body.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be here.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't do it.
I think that was a line in one of them where he was interviewing some people, like a group of people that were on death row, and just talking about their crimes. And the one guy's like, they said I robbed the guy. I never robbed the guy.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
It's like, you
murdered him.
The fact you took his fucking wallet is not the issue, sir.
He's dead.
You killed him.
Yeah.
That is the issue.
Yeah. I didn't steal. I'm not a thief.
Not a thief.
Murder.
Yeah. Serial killer.
Get it right.
I'm stealing people's stuff.
Yeah. Better than that.
Yeah. Never harm an animal.
No.
It's fucking humans.
Humans. Yeah.
Like, geez. Weirdos.
Yeah. Super weird.
They are.
I tell you what, this is the most excited I've been about a draft, and my team has no pick on day one. I have done more research, and I don't know if it's because my team doesn't, so I'm not really worried about what they're doing.
Yeah, so you're not looking into it.
I've been doing a lot of other teams and things like that. Hell, I sent you the one that I did with the Bengals and stuff like that, and I did a couple other teams of my friends' teams and stuff like that. But I'm excited about this one. Not one because there's not really a clear-cut number one pick right now, because I've heard
nobody wants to pick in the top 10.
No, I mean
basically,
and I've heard hell, the Panthers said that their pick's open to be traded. I can see the Falcons trading some of their picks just because
everybody kind of wants to go back.
Well, everybody, like the teams, the Falcons one, they just need so much that it's just like, we'll just collect some picks because this guy at 7 not going to make us a 5-win team. You know what I mean?
Well, I thought it was interesting of what one guy had said about the beginning of the second round being so valuable because there are no first round talent quarterbacks, but 3 of them are probably going to get taken.
Yeah.
That means in the second round, picks 33, 34, and 35 are first round picks that you're getting in the second. You know, you're getting that boom, boom, knocking down a year, you're knocking down a pay.
Oh, yeah.
Because because the pay dramatically drops.
And your second round pick is almost not a lot of the times is your good players because they've played multiple years. That, you know what I mean? They have more football under their belt. Like the second, the third round, some of them are some of my favorites because it becomes of a need instead of just best available.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you're really thinking, hey, what's going to make this in? They're typically day one starters.
Like, the first half of the second round, like this person better be starting for us.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you get third round chance to start fourth round, you're going to be a damn good special team player. You're not going to make this team.
Yeah.
Like the Bill Belichick rounds. People still. He traded a fucking fifth round pick for a 6 and a 7. There's like, he's just playing chess. No, he's terrible at drafting people.
Terrible at drafting people.
It's fucking terrible.
He doesn't keep them. So obviously and they don't do well at other teams.
Yeah.
Because he specializes them on his team, so they don't really know what to do on the other team.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
But if you have to keep training people to do it, you're just going to be what you are.
Yeah.
Here's a thought. Maybe draft somebody to fucking throw the ball to.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, man. But that's what this is so exciting. I've heard Hutchinson is the number one pick. I've heard the Trayvon Walker guy from Georgia is creeping up there that the Jaguars are interested in him. He's the best pass rusher. So you're smiling? Is that what you have? But I mean, then I've heard Ahmad Gardner is going to be the first round. I've heard Thibodeau could be it. It's just I've heard so many different names as that number one pick, which is awesome because I hate when they announce the day before.
I had it flipped around so many times because who I have going number one for this caused so much
of a slide.
Because if it would have been like if I would have picked the Aiden Hutchinson, which is he's been number one for 3 or 4 months, who's picked at number 2 was going to be, would have flipped it for what other people were thinking.
Yeah.
But it just...
Yeah. It's just fun. That's what's... I mean, to me, this is super fun because we can make it however we want, and then fucking the guy could take a guard. You know what I mean? It's just... We don't know what the fuck teams are doing. Yeah. And you've seen more recently, especially like 15 to the end of the draft.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm just going to take the guy that I know that can start day one. Not necessarily what, we thought or anybody else thought. I mean, it's just like, I don't care where the fuck he played. I know he could start. Boom, he's in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in this one, like, I didn't do any trades this year.
Yeah, I didn't
just
either.
Because everybody wants to come back, which means nobody's
wants to go forward.
Going to go forward.
Yeah.
Usually you go forward for quarterbacks and wide receivers. Well, there's a fuck ton of wide receivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not one that you're going to, the Ohio State guys are good and stuff like that. But there's not.
Yeah. There's not a Jamar Chase.
There's not a Jamar Chase. There's not, that person is not in this draft.
No, there's like, you're going to see
it's just deep.
Yes. There's a lot of them. And you're going to see a lot of those guys go in between like 13 and 20.
Yeah.
I mean, almost simultaneously.
Yeah, it's just going to go pop.
Yep. Yeah. Which is cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ready? You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Get into it?
Let's go. Let's get into it.
Trying to make myself a kickstand here so I can see it.
The 2022 WideSide Sports Mock Draft. You know what? Hey, congratulations. This is our third mock draft we've done together.
Yeah. I don't know we graded them last year. I don't remember what they were, though. They weren't good.
No, honestly, I think we each had like 3 correct.
Yeah.
I mean, something like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start since we've already pretty much said it. With the first pick of the 2022 draft, the Clowns of Jacksonville will select Trayvon Walker from Georgia.
All right.
Mainly for the fact of Aiden Hutchinson's ready to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And will be a good player for 8 to 10 years. I really believe that.
Yeah.
This guy, his ceiling, well, he didn't do anything at Georgia, really.
No. But had a good playoff. That's about it.
And it's, they're deep, they rotate. Okay, yeah, but at third downs and stuff, you're not making plays. But this is a Jaguars type pick.
Yeah, you're right. Taking a shot.
I'm going to pick on upside at number 1 as opposed to, hey, we're going to plug him in and he'll play here for at least if we can sign him to a second contract.
Yeah. No, I after hearing all this shit, I did that on one of them. I was just trying it out to see how it kind of dominoed.
Well, and when they started flipping the odds and the betting odds, it's like, because they're
pretty
decently accurate with that.
Yeah.
Unless you have a slew of quarterbacks, which we do not.
No. I don't mind it. Like, I mean, it is a very Jacksonville-ish pick that they would take somebody that is, may or may not be ready to go. My first round draft pick is definitely the Hutchinson. I think it's just the obvious one, and I in my mind I'm like, well, Jacksonville can't fuck this up. I like him now more after I watched I went back and I watched some of the Ohio State game because I was bored.
Yeah.
And he can play in the dirt and he can stand up.
Yeah.
Which makes him versatile, multiple. He doesn't have to always be that 4-3 defensive end. He can be a stand-up linebacker. And I don't know what the Jaguars are doing. I don't remember who they hired as their DC. But you can put him in a lot of places, and that's why I think he'd be a good number 1 pick. You can move him around a little bit. Blitz packages, things like that. He doesn't always have to stay on one side of the field.
Yeah, to me, he's very safe.
Yeah. And that's what, in my mind, I'm like, well, even Jacksonville can't fuck this up, right? Like, they're going to pick.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those ones of he's very, because usually the safest thing is whoever's the best offensive lineman. Yeah. That's usually the safest. Mm-hmm. He's pretty safe because he's pretty fundamentally sound.
Yeah, and I didn't go offensive line because they just re-signed their left tackle. So I don't think they're going offensive line. I could be wrong, but they
could pick quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean,
who the hell knows? I mean,
we need a good backup for Trevor.
Yeah, fuck. So but that's mine. This is my first round pick, old Hutch.
All right. Well, we'll just stick with that because that's my second pick, and I have Hutchinson going second to the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly because this is where mine would have been all kinds of weird.
Yeah.
Like if Hutchinson goes 1, then what I had going 2 isn't what everybody thought, because then I would have had Trayvon Walker dropping.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
and I want, before I say what I would have had done, I want you to give your number 2 just to see if you did it.
Yeah, no, I went Ahmad Gardner.
Okay.
Did you not? Who? No.
No. I had thinking they were going to go edge still.
Oh, with Thibodeau?
Yeah.
No.
And the only reason why is they happen to have a guy on their offensive line that's pretty good that has put his hands on him.
Yeah.
In practice.
Yeah.
That kind of,
yes,
you got a direct guy to talk to of like, hey, this guy
is legit.
We don't know why he's dropped. He's been the number 1 pick for 2 fucking years. I don't know why he's dropping, but
yeah. I want a Gardner. One, his stock is as high as it's ever going to be right now. I mean, people are talking this kid up, and you're playing in a division with Aaron Rodgers. Kirk Cousins. He also has Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson to throw to. Now, I would have really, really been sold on the Gardner pick if Adams would still be with the Packers.
Yeah.
But those are your main two concerns. You're not worried about Chicago because you don't know what the hell Justin Fields is going to do. But if you can beat
Run for his life, that's what he's going to do.
But you can compete with those two teams, and we all know that it's a passing league and you need good corners.
Yeah.
And this guy is obviously the best one in the draft. I know it is high for a corner. I don't remember the last, you know what I mean? But it's what we are, and it's what they need. The DBs suck.
If you're, you lock down a guy for 6 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Denzel Ward was a top 5 draft pick and just got paid. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
if you catch one, you catch one. And this guy's never given up a fucking touchdown. So
that might be one of the coolest stats in college football. He's never given up a touchdown. All right. 3. Who did you have? The Texans pick
will select offensive tackle Ike Ekwonu.
Oh, okay.
From NC State.
Is it Ekwonu?
I don't know.
I don't either. My horrible pronunciation has been called Ekwonu.
Ekwonu. Could be that too. And I don't know how to, I say Icky because everybody says X. Nobody says Ikim or whatever.
Yeah.
He's the best tackle in the class, and he has been the best tackle.
Yeah.
People have been shoving up the Alabama guy. Mm-hmm. Not like he's going to last long, but this guy's the best one in the draft.
I agree with you. But I picked Evan Neal from Alabama. I only did this, really. I know they're going offensive line just because they need some kind of stabilization, and they just need everything, so you might as well start in the trenches. I went with him just because of the Alabama thing. He goes against the best, and, Alabama linemen tend to do pretty good in the NFL, so that's why I went. But I'm agreeing with you. It's got to be offensive line for them.
Yeah. This is I love when we do these, like we get the offensive line and it's like, yeah, he's a good one. Okay, next pick.
Yeah, you don't have anything else to say.
Nothing else to talk about.
No.
He blocks well.
Yeah. But I agree with you. I've heard some really good things about the Icky guy.
Well, he's been the same thing. Like Evan Neal wasn't even a first round draft pick.
No, not until this past year.
Until this past month and a half.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. No, he was like the third
kind of like
taken.
halfway through the season. It was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, number 4 to the Jets.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I have Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback from LSU.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I do. I know it's a shock, but their defense, I go with the defensive head coach, and their defense is so bad. Now, I know their offense isn't good either.
Well, they're bad everywhere.
But it's, I don't know, like I said with the Gardner guy, if you can get one, you can get one, and I think, and there are talks of this guy's better than the Gardner guy. It's just a preference of what you want.
So, yeah, there's some other things, too.
But I think,
penis size is...
it's up there. Yeah, that's my pick. I think it's a solid pick there.
Yeah.
For them. Did you go receiver?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I went Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh, okay.
He falls to 4.
Yeah.
Pressure the quarterback. I mean, that's... You're kind of going to need that in the division that you play in.
Yes, you do.
Because everybody's... Well, New England's doing what they do.
Yeah.
But you kind of need to get after Josh Allen, and then you got to get after, not that Tua's...
No, but you got to put
Tua,
pressure.
but
you got to put some pressure on
they're
him.
They're starting to put a lot of weapons around him.
And I'm going with this as what everybody else has kind of been talking about as the Thibodeau guy dropping. Not that I think he should, but this is just... You always have the one guy who drops for no reason, and apparently it's this guy.
Yeah.
So I have him dropping a couple farther down than what I would have had last month.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5, the New York Giants.
The football Giants select Evan Neal.
I have tackle.
Alabama.
I have Charles Cross from Mississippi State. The one report I said that you can't go wrong with either Cross or Ekwonu, or however you say his name. They're both kind of pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And I went Giants with their. But yeah, both tackles. I mean, it's not a sexy pick, but you got to protect the guy.
Yeah.
And they don't. I don't think they have I don't think they have starting tackles. I think they're both injured and they didn't re-sign any of them.
Yeah, and the quarterback runs for their life.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
So maybe do that.
Maybe get a guy there. Yeah.
And that's why I went with the Evan Neal thing, because I had Icky going off first and Evan Neal going here, mainly for the fact of the Alabama. Oh. And we finally fired this guy that's kind of fucked our drafts up over the last.
Yeah.
That's about Evan Neal, offensive lineman, Alabama.
Safe pick.
That's as safe as you can get.
Yeah.
And, like if they were at 2 and picked him, people would say, well, you put, it's that New York thing of like, but hey, 5.
Yep.
That fits right in.
Yep. I'm with you. 6. What'd you do with the Panthers?
Number 6, if there was a trade to happen, this is, I think, where it would happen.
I agree with you on that.
I don't know that, because usually if a trade's going to happen, it's for a quarterback, and I just, I don't see it, and I don't have them taking one.
Yeah.
I have them taking Charles Cross.
Okay. I have a tackle being 2 and it being the Ikwanu guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think he falls to the Panthers because they have the worst offensive line and no quarterback.
In a year that they need something.
Yeah.
Well, they bet on Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And passed on a quarterback last year of, hey, man, if you don't have one, you shouldn't pass on one. Because now
have one.
There's not one.
Yeah.
For where you're at.
Exactly.
Now, if they 100%, if they could trade back 10 spots, they would take a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Tough to pay one of those guys top 10 money.
I'm with you. For number 7 with the second Giants pick, that's where I have Thibodeau going. I have him fall into the Giants. If the Giants can snag trench guys on both sides of the ball with those 2 picks, I think that they're good. If Thibodeau falls to the Giants and they don't pick him, they're idiots. Because the guy can play on a lot, kind of like the Hutchinson guy, but he's just more athletic. And I think that could be the reason why he's falling. No one knows what he's going to play. Is he the pass rusher or is he an outside linebacker? Is he stand up or is he in the dirt? And I think that's you don't really know what he's going to do.
This is where I have the Giants taking Sauce Gardner.
Okay.
I think that's, if he fall, I'm thinking the safeties are not safeties,
the
defensive
corners.
backs, corners
gonna fall,
coming a little bit just because there's so much offensive tackle and edge rushing shit going on.
No, I like the pick. I like the pick.
He's. I think he's just gonna. They are so bad that it's just like, hey, here's a top 10. Just pick a top 10 prospect out of the fucking hat, and he'll work on your team.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's really what it is.
Well, yeah,
that's the only. Usually, when teams just pick best available, it's a really shitty draft.
Yeah,
they can literally do that because they need
everything,
every position.
Exactly. Yeah, they're not. Nobody's really just Studley there.
Yeah.
All righty, the Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons. I have the Falcons replacing 2 of the wide receivers that they lost.
Yeah.
With Jamison Williams.
Oh.
I have Jamison Williams going first. Even though he's hurt, he may not be back.
Well, he won't be back.
I still feel like they take him at the 7th spot.
I also have them taking a receiver.
Okay.
I have them taking Garrett Wilson.
Okay. Yeah.
As I think he's more polished. Obviously, he's way more polished than James Williams is, and he's available.
Mm-hmm.
Which that doesn't matter for, they're in kind of a little rebuild anyways of, I think that fits with them a little more with what they got to work with. They need a guy that is just not a take the top off guy, but could just, can run some routes.
Do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you there. Okay. Number 9, the Seattle Seahawks. This is where I have my first quarterback being taken. I think they take the shot at Malik Willis. I really do.
Ooh.
I do. I think we both know that a quarterback will be taken in the top 10.
Yeah.
Even though they shouldn't.
I couldn't pull the trigger to do it.
And I did it. They're really, of everybody on this list other than Houston, they've already said they're going with the guy they had last year.
Yeah.
That's really the only team.
And he won some games for him. So.
And he's really that's really the only team in the top 10 that is quarterback needy.
Yeah.
Immediate need. And so I think they pull the trigger with Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Plus, Seattle always makes some weird fucking first round pick.
They do.
And it's just, like we said, none of them are proven. None of them are worth it. But this guy seems to have all the talk.
Yeah. Because they always shove somebody in the top 10 that shouldn't be in the top 10.
And he's it.
And he's the guy this year. I have them taking, my eyes aren't as good as they once was. To me, this is a weird pick. Jermaine Johnson, edge, Florida State.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a top 10 guy. That's why I think this is a little weird, and that's the Seattle weirdness.
Yeah.
Of he like the DK Metcalf stuff. And that's, it's always a struggle. I understand it wasn't a fit and he couldn't find the field at Georgia, but he played well at Florida State. It's just kind of one of those weird things of,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you find the field?
Are you uncoachable or are you just, Yeah. I know what you mean.
But it's one of those things, too, of like you put up numbers at Florida State.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Number 10. I'm agreeing with you that the Jets do take an edge rusher in the top 10, and this is where I have Trayvon Walker going.
Oh, okay.
To the Jets at 10.
All right. This is where I have Jamison Williams.
Okay.
So we were just off of each other, but and I think that's one of those things too. I think he's going to be good.
Yeah,
but it's
it's an injury, and you don't know.
Just don't rush him back.
Yeah,
and to have like the Odell thing where you tear it again,
and that's why I have him going to the Falcons. I don't think that they're dumb enough because they're not a terrible organization.
No,
and I feel like the Jets would be like, is he ready to go? Is he ready to go? Is he ready to go? Get him in there. We pay. This is a top 10 guy. We need. You know what I mean? Kind of like that, where the Falcons are like, yeah, we're not going to be really that good this year. Go ahead and take your time coming back. You ready for 11?
Number 11.
The Commanders.
The Commanders of Washington.
This is where I have my second quarterback being taken.
No shit.
Yep. But yeah, exactly. I have the Howe guy from North Carolina going.
Are you shitting me?
Nope.
That would make sense.
Yeah, they don't like good picks.
Because that kid's wasn't even in my mindset to be in the first round.
Nope. I think they're getting so much heat because they don't have anybody. Their best quarterback in the last 3 years has been Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And he didn't play one. He didn't play much. I think they're desperate and they need to do something to kind of turn the tide away from all the negativity. And a lot of the times when you draft a quarterback, that spins it.
So you're thinking what's his name would be injured by week 5 or 6 and then he'll get the starting job?
Yeah, Heineke. Yeah, I think that. Who are you talking about?
They traded for
Oh, yeah, they
Carson
did.
Wentz.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think that they're going to draft a quarterback. I don't think they're
They could actually sit him for a year.
Yeah.
Which would be...
Yeah, but I do think they take a quarterback. They shouldn't, but I think they will.
I have them making an okay decision and taking Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame.
Good pick. Good pick.
That's a reasonable...
Yeah, that's a reasonable pick. Yeah, it is a reasonable pick.
I don't think they'll make it, but that's what they should do.
Yeah.
Now that as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh my God, I could see them doing that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's because, hey, if we do this and people shit on this pick, they won't be talking about us stealing money and fucking taking upskirt pictures of fucking secretaries and not that they're all secretaries and their cheerleading staff and stuff. And then for some reason texting them to John Gruden.
Yeah. Hey, look at this.
Hey, Gruden.
Yeah. Look at this. All right.
Number 12, Minnesota Vikings.
This might be my favorite pick that I've made so far. It was bad. I had the mindset when I did this of Zimmer, and I don't know why, but I instantly put it there. But they need edge, and I have them taking the George Karlaftis. I don't know how you say his last name. Karlaftis. Sorry, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
I have them taking the George Karlaftis. He is a strictly 4-3 defensive end, and that's what the Vikings are built to play.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good pick for them.
I have them also on the defense in the steal of the draft.
Okay.
At number 12, Derek Stingley Jr.
If he falls there, that's fantastic.
That feels like...
If he falls there, it'd be good.
He was phenomenal last year.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously got hurt, missed all of this year. I think he's probably better than Gardner.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's a Liz Frank injury.
Mm-hmm. Tough.
It's
going to happen again.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean everybody that's ever had that played in the NFL, you're not as good.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them has said that.
Yeah.
You're just not.
Yep.
I mean.
It's tough. It's your foot.
You're a defensive back.
Yeah. Kind of need those.
So I think he's going to be a good player in the NFL, but him falling to that just like, hey, Aaron Rodgers still here. Yep. We'll see what Justin Fields is, but this guy.
Yeah. I have for 13 the Texans taking Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame.
Okay.
I feel like he falls, and I don't know why. But he's good. He's really freaking good, and he goes to a bad team because the Texans need everything.
Yeah. I think that you get outside of offensive line, I think Notre Dame usually falls.
Yeah.
Not that they don't put good guys in the league. Yeah. I think they get thought of as like the Notre Dames, the Iowas, the Wisconsins of, hey, they got offensive linemen. That's what they do.
Yep.
And then like the other guys kind of get pushed to the side even though they're top 10 guys.
Yeah. Yep.
You can make an argument that that's the best defensive back in the draft.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I mean, he's just not a corner.
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, he did everything for Notre Dame. Jesus, he did. But yeah, I like the guy. I just, for some reason, I just have a feeling that he falls.
I do too.
I don't know. But again, I don't know why. A lot of people like that safety who comes up in the box, and this guy's a true free safety who plays and, can literally probably play that deep third.
Yeah.
As well as any rookie coming in.
He's one that if he fell, but he would have to fall hard, and I don't think he would. The second safety for the Steelers would be that's cool. Where that would
he could really do some damage there.
I don't think he falls
to 20 or whatever, but
it'd be crazy if he did.
Who do you have the Texans taking?
I have the Texans taking Jordan Davis from Georgia.
Okay, so you like him over the other Devontae Wyatt, like him better. Okay,
yeah,
I like it. Yep. Trenches.
Yep,
trenches for the Texans. I like it. All right, the Ravens, who are sitting very pretty for already having a very good roster. Everybody was just fucking hurt last year. One of the rooms that was very hurt last year, I have them taking to try and replenish. I have them taking Trent McDuffie from Washington, the corner.
Okay, yeah.
Pair him with the other two corners that they have, and I think that defense even gets a little scarier. I'll tell you what, if the Hamilton guy could fall to them and he be a Raven, oh, fuck, that'd be cool.
I start thinking about that too with quarterbacks. Everybody has one except Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
This is where I have George Kalafdis going.
Oh, to the Ravens?
Yeah.
I like that, but they're not really I know they play multiple fronts, but I really feel like this guy's a hand of the dirt guy and their edge rushers stand up. And that's, you know what I mean? That's really the only reason why I really thought Vikings with him. But, I'm sure they'll make it work. He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's an athlete. They're the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be a defensive player, it's kind of the place to go because they're going to make you work. And also that would make me right, which is the way I like to see things.
Yeah, exactly. All right. The Eagles. You go first. I've been on first a couple times.
I have Trent McDuffie.
Okay.
It's amazing how many times we're just one pick off of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's a good pick for them.
Mm-hmm.
They need that. I just don't know where the Eagles are going. I understand they made the playoffs and blah, blah, blah.
They still need a lot.
But it's like they were, can't even say a year ahead of schedule. They were maybe 2 years ahead of schedule.
By making the playoffs. Yeah, they should not have made the playoffs.
That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. I'm going with Garrett Wilson from Ohio State going to the Eagles. Given what's his face, another little weapon to throw to.
Yep.
They drafted the receiver last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember when they drafted him, but he's not really doing anything. To give him a target, I think would be huge for that offense.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had him going there.
Let that flower blossom.
Which I don't do. It's almost one of those things too of like when you're a fan of Ohio State and a fan of a player, it's like,
don't want him going to a certain place.
I don't really want him going there because I don't think he can fucking throw in the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, but,
who knows?
Maybe. Okay, number 16 with the New Orleans Saints.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I could probably almost guess where you're going with this.
Okay.
But I'm going different.
Okay.
Mainly because of what they lost.
All right.
I just lost it. Trevor Penning.
Oh.
Offensive tackle.
I like it. The guy's a stud.
Yeah.
The guy's a stud. This Senior Bowl was great.
I would say 95% has a receiver going here.
Yeah, I have a receiver going here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one basically not necessarily to... I just feel like the Saints are way better when they have more options because you can move Michael Thomas around.
Yeah.
And I have the London guy going to the Saints, giving him another big body, giving something easy for Jameis to throw to in the red zone. But you still have Michael Thomas doing all the dirty work underneath. I think it's a safe, not really a safe pick because you don't know, but he's from California, playing in a dome, playing in a warm, weathered area. I think it's a pretty good, safe pick for that one.
I think I went tackle mainly because you just lost one of the best ones.
No, I agree with you there, and I have them going tackle later on when we get to their second pick. 17 with the Chargers. What do you have?
Chargers. Zion Johnson.
Okay.
Boston College. Okay. Offensive line. Inside.
I like it. I have the other trench. I have them taking Devontae Wyatt from Georgia, the defensive lineman, because they lost Linville Joseph. They didn't re-sign him. Plus, you put that guy in with the rest of the defensive people that they just picked up. Kind of scary.
Yeah.
Kind of scary what that could be with the mix and matching and all the things that you could do. Defensive linemen, especially interior defensive linemen, if they go in the first round, they're almost always ready to go because they already have an NFL body.
Yeah.
6'5", 300+ pounds. Like that guy's ready to go. I think he could be pretty scary for the Chargers.
Yeah. So we are to pick number 18 again with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Where'd you go?
Linebacker.
Hey.
Did we do the same one?
I don't know. Say it.
Devin Lloyd.
Yeah.
We matched one.
That's
the first one.
Yeah. Devin Lloyd. Yeah. They need linebacker, and he's the best one.
Yeah.
He was great. I know they gave up a ton of points, but he was awesome to watch against Ohio State. Awesome to watch against Ohio State. I don't know if he missed a tackle.
Well, they didn't give a bunch of points because of him.
No, they did not. Mostly because they can't cover.
Because they had a wide receiver playing corner.
Exactly.
Against maybe the top prospect of next year's wide receiver class.
Exactly.
You kind of fucked that guy over.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, this guy's a stud. And the Eagles, I don't know if I think they lost both of their starting linebackers to free agency. So he's definitely a starter day one. And the Eagles instantly get better. And they were a playoff team.
Yeah.
So,
and they play in a division that
anybody can win every year.
Anybody can win, but the way it's went in the past did the Cowboys win it last year?
Yeah, the Cowboys won it last year.
But the Eagles should win it this year.
Yes, because nobody goes back to back. No, the Commanders suck, and then the Giants are the Giants.
Yeah. It's weird that you don't even talk. Like, the Commanders get a lot of talk just because of the decisions they make and the shit poop water coming out of fucking onto the fans, and then a fan falling out of the stands because the railing broke and almost shackles Jalen Hurts.
Exactly.
And then all the front office stuff. Like, you forget that the Giants are even in that division.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like
gone.
Just like not even thought of.
Yeah.
So 19, second pick for the Saints.
Second pick for the Saints. That's where I have my tackle going, and I have them taking Trevor Penning.
Okay.
So same guy going to the Saints, just the different levels.
Well, this is where I have them getting receiver.
I figured.
Different receiver. Chris Olave.
Yep. Okay. Just making sure. I figured that's where I'm going.
Yep. I think that was more of because of Michael Thomas' dirty work. Olave's running down the field.
Yep.
He's the guy that takes the top off for Thomas to do what he does. People fucking forget about that, like, because he said some shit, and like people don't like Michael Thomas. I understand that.
Yeah.
And you can say it's a Drew Brees effect too, but like they forget that for the three, because he didn't play last year and the year before he was hurt. Really, 3 straight years, like he was leading the league in like a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yep.
People forget that.
Oh yeah, forget that a lot. All right, who do you have the Steelers taking at 20?
Quarterback.
Oh.
Liberty.
Oh.
Malik
Willis.
You
have them taking a quarterback.
Yep.
I am shocked by that, just because we know how well the Steelers organization is ran.
Yeah.
I just have them. I feel like it would be a big stretch for them to take a quarterback in round 1?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I don't plan on him playing.
Okay. All right. No, I'm with you.
I think that's
I would agree with you 100%.
We're going to draft this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You're not playing this year.
Okay.
You're going to sit here and you're going to learn why we're trying to.
Yeah. No, I would 100% think you're correct if they do draft him, that he's not playing until he's ready.
Because they're one of the only franchises that can get away with that.
Yeah, because they're smart.
Yeah.
And I know I said this about the George Karlaftis guy. This pick, I have them taking Jordan Davis from Georgia.
Yeah.
If you stick his big fucking ass in the middle with Cameron Hayward and Stephon Tuitt, again, that defense gets better. And they were already fantastic last year.
Yeah.
And I think this guy, I would have said that he's a before the combine, that he's more of that just that guy who plays first down. You know what I mean? Just your nose tackle. But when he runs a fucking 4.5 and his shell drill is fast and his movement, his hips are good, the guy's playing 3 downs. May not be every drive. He may need some rest, but he's a good nose tackle. I think he fits the Steelers defense pretty well.
I think I could see, like, if Malik doesn't fall, and I don't think he'll fall that far to him, realistically, somebody probably is going to overshoot it and take him. I could almost see them taking a receiver there, too.
They could.
Because they
kind of need it.
Kind of need something.
Yeah, you lost Juju. You're only once Claypool, and he likes to do dancing at practice or something or other.
Yeah, and he's just not, you know. He's a good receiver. He's not a number 1.
No. All right, the Patriots.
The Patriots, with the 21st selection, go Daxton Hill, defensive back from Michigan.
Okay. Daxton Hill from Michigan.
Did I see that right?
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was zoomed out far. I couldn't tell if it was a P or not.
Okay.
He picks Michigan guys a lot.
Yeah, he does. I have them taking the Nakobe Dean from Georgia, the linebacker from Georgia. Just because the guy played in different spots at Georgia, and we all know that what's his dick likes to draft people that play different spots.
Yeah.
So
I think this was one, obviously I went with that pick. This is the other thing that I will say about me making this pick for them is they will not make this pick because I don't think they will have the 21st pick.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think
that they're going to draft in the first round.
No, I don't think
Somebody's going to come get a receiver right here or a quarterback right here.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I was going to say that before I made the pick, that I don't think the Patriots keep this pick, but didn't do any trades this year.
All right, number 22, the Green Bay Packers. What quarterback are they taking?
I finally have them taking weapons, and it's the last major weapon off the board, and it is Mr. Chris Olave from Ohio State.
I think a lot of Packers fans be happy with that.
I think so too. Going to the Packers. For some reason, nobody, unless you're the Raiders and they don't have a first round pick, nobody really takes the speed guys. They're always worried about that. So I think he does end up falling to the Packers. I don't think he's an injury prone guy or anything like that. No. But I think he ends up falling because of those reasons. And I think he ends up being one hell of a receiver for Aaron Rodgers.
I have them taking a wide receiver. I have them taking Treylon Burks.
I like it. I had him
out of Arkansas.
Yep. Nope, I like that one. I like that one a lot. Yeah. I'm glad we have them taking weapons.
It'd be so funny if they didn't.
It would be, but it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys?
I mean, it would just be so funny if they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, now we head to number 23 with the Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Probably draft a quarterback to replace the one that doesn't want to play there anymore, I guess. Or maybe they're okay again. Who can tell?
Who the hell knows? I have them taking Tyler Linderbaum, center from Iowa, because their offensive line is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, a terrible offensive line. Kind of starts with the center. I know they kind of picked. I don't know if they re-signed Rodney Hudson or not. I know they traded for him last year, but Kyler Murray seemed like he did a lot of running, and I think it starts with this guy. This guy seems like seems like the Quentin Nelson of centers, and I think that he could step in there and play immediately.
I have them making a pick because of a bitching Kyler Murray.
You haven't taken a quarterback?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're not doing enough. They are taking Drake London from USC.
Okay.
Big body guy.
Yeah.
They'd be kind of the role that A.J. Green was playing.
Yeah, well, they just
except
re-signed
not A.J. Green.
They just re-signed A.J. Green, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For $8.
Exactly. Yeah. In a meal. No, I'm with you. I don't know how that fucking guy can say they've done nothing to help his progression when they trade for fucking DeAndre Hopkins.
They've done everything.
They've tried to sign offensive linemen. They just haven't worked out. You draft two of the first 4 rounds last year. They drafted wide receivers for you.
I think it is, it's one of those things of you're drafting second and third round wide receiver. Like Rondale Moore, okay.
Yeah.
But come on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 8 guys in the league. You can find that guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I think it's that him looking around, well, these guys got these weapons, and these guys got these weapons. I have one of the best.
Yeah.
But then I have A.J. Green.
I know. Yeah, I get it.
I just, him being a bitch.
Yeah.
He's on the list, too.
Okay.
There are a lot of people on this fucking list.
Yeah, there is. The Cowboys at 24. I think they make a sensible pick, and they draft Zion Johnson, the guard from Boston College. They need a guard. They need offensive linemen. When they were I shouldn't say really good. When they were good, they had a good offensive line. This is what they need.
I am in that same boat. I have them taking Kenyon Green from Texas A&M.
Okay, cool. Yep. Same thing.
Same thing.
Yep.
Probably the same person.
Oh, the Bills. The Buffalo Bills picking at 25, which is wild to me that they're picking at 25. I have Josh Allen getting insanely better, and they're going to pick George Pickens from Georgia.
Oh.
Giving them a third option.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun. I didn't even honestly think about going wide receiver with them.
Did you go Reg?
Nope.
Lineman?
Corner.
Okay. I can see it. Who?
Kyler Gordon from Washington.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah. I didn't even think receiver. I don't know why I didn't.
No,
mainly because most of them are gone by the time.
But the Pickens guy, he blocks, he catches, he's bigger, he's physical. I think it kind of fits that Buffalo style of playing too.
Yeah.
And then you have Diggs, you have the guy who kind of came on strong there in the playoff game. Add Pickens to this, and with Dawson Knox, your offense gets even more dangerous than it already was.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm a little upset I didn't really think that one through. I don't know why that never even dawned on me.
Yeah. Oh, I did 4 or 5 of them, and I went edge just because they like to rotate defensive linemen, so I kind of went that way. And then I'm like, I don't remember them drafting really any offensive players since McDermott's been there, other than Josh Allen, obviously.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll give him an offensive player. So here we go.
On to the Titans. Who you got?
This is where I went Jermaine Johnson from Florida State.
Okay.
I think you have the interior pass rush with your defensive lineman.
Yep.
If you get somebody else to do it from the outside, I think it just makes you that much better. You a corner?
Future building time.
Oh, okay.
Kenny Pickett.
Oh, all right. Not a bad pick at all, actually. Makes a lot of sense.
Late round, not expected to play.
No.
Tannehill's there.
Tannehill's a good guy to learn underneath. Kind of been in a lot of shit. Seems like a very professional guy to learn underneath, too.
Knows where he's at.
Mm-hmm. Knows his role kind of deal. No, I like that pick a lot. Really do like that pick. The only reason I don't like that pick is I feel like Vrabel's such a competitor where future, he's not thinking future. He's thinking right now. You know what I mean? I just feel like he has that.
I would think this is you're outruled. This isn't your pick.
Okay. I could see it.
Hey, we want to make the team better and stuff, like we're doing this stuff. This I take it as, hey, we think this guy can play.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's not going to play next year. He's going to sit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be able to move him.
Yeah.
You still have those options of, hey, we can't just go now. We got to get a guy for the future because Tannehill's got, what, 2 years left on his deal?
Yeah. No, I like that pick a lot, actually.
You'll see if his gloves work down there.
Yeah. All right.
Buccaneers at 27.
I don't know what the fuck they need because they re-signed everybody. So I went corner. One, because of all the teams that they play now in that freaking division have good receivers. Andrew Booth from Clemson. Corner from Clemson.
Yeah.
They've the corners from Clemson have really the last couple of years came on strong.
Yeah.
I mean, they play NFL style terminology, so I think they catch on pretty well.
It'd be interesting of how that goes from now on.
Yeah.
Because that NFL terminology has walked out the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, well, I mean, I really went with it too because you just flip the head coach. Typically, your defensive head coach drafts his position.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then kind of goes in because it's offense. You need offensive linemen, and you can really get that in round 2.
Yeah.
Because really, there's not really any left because you don't need tackles. You need interior. There's really not anybody left that you would take round 1. I can see him trading it too.
Yeah.
And picking up another second round pick. But I went corner just because they're really young at corner. And
they were
just,
all fucking hurt.
Yeah, but you just re-sign Carlton Davis, get a younger guy on the opposite side who can, helps you out a little bit.
I was listening to Darius Butler talk about that, just the way the game is now of like, hey, you got to have like 6 guys in your defensive backfield that are starters.
Yeah.
Like you just can't have, he returns punts and he can play a little nickel. Like, no like that nickel is a starting position job
exactly.
now because everybody's a nickel.
Mm-hmm.
I have them going offensive line with Tyler Smith out of Tulsa.
Okay. All right.
Just throw a body in there.
I like it.
The second pick for the Green Bay Packers.
I have them taking the tackle from Central Michigan, the Bernard Rainman.
Okay.
Yep. Have them going tackle.
Now, this is the one that obviously needs help.
Okay.
Because there's a name that you haven't heard me say yet.
Okay.
That I believe you said a bit ago.
Okay.
Devontae Wyatt.
Oh, okay.
From Georgia.
Gotcha. Man, he falls. You haven't fallen that far.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a bad. It's a really solid pick for them. Really good for them.
Because they need that.
Yeah, bad for that guy because he's like a top 15 pick projection.
But is he?
Projection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's one of those.
Yeah.
That's a coin flip position.
Yeah.
Especially taken that high up.
Mm-hmm.
But.
No, I really like it for them. I think he's.
Oh, it's fantastic for them.
They're really bad at run defense.
But they're really good at having shit fall to them sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the quarterback they drafted a couple years ago.
Well, they traded up to get him. He didn't fall to him.
I know it.
Now, 18 years ago, they had one fall to him.
Yes, they did. The Chiefs.
At 29.
This is where I have them, Traylon Burks going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have them taking a receiver to kind of replenish what they had. And he's different than Tyreek Hill, but I think it's a pretty good pick.
I also have them taking receiver.
Okay.
Jahan Dotson.
Oh, okay.
From Penn State.
Penn State. Yeah.
Kind of replacing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I never got the Juju thing with them.
Me either.
I don't understand that. I don't know. I mean, obviously they'll make it work, but it just doesn't seem like that fits with what, they do.
No, not at all. Their second pick, I have at 30. They lost, I'm pretty sure, all their defensive backs, but maybe one. I have them taking the Kaiir Elam from Florida, the cornerback.
Oh, okay.
So I have them taking at their second pick.
I have them taking the edge from Minnesota. Boy. Is it Mafe or Mafe?
Yeah, I think it's Mafe. Yeah. Mafe sounds cooler.
Yeah. Boy Mafe sounds awesome if it's Bowie Mafe.
Bowie Mafe.
But, just edge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just that position is getting like offensive tackle. And kind of the, of, hey, there's 5 good ones. We don't care who it is. When it gets to this, just take an edge guy. Take an edge guy. Take an offensive tackle. It's getting to be one of those throwaway picks of obviously it's extremely important now.
We can make them whatever we want. Yeah.
But it's that draft a left tackle, draft an edge, draft a center,
Yep. All righty. With the Bengals at 31, I have them taking cornerback Jalen Petrie from Baylor.
Okay.
Yeah. They need a corner.
Yeah.
They need corners.
Now, this is kind of long shotty.
Okay. Quarterback.
No. I actually had them trading up to 7 to get Malik. Mainly for the fact of this guy's got to fall.
Yeah.
And that's Tyler Linderbaum.
Yeah. No, if
he's
he
an
would
offensive
fall,
lineman from
if he
fucking
would fall
Iowa.
if he would fall to the fucking Bengals, holy shit.
That's more of a heart thing.
I don't think he gets past Dallas.
Probably not.
But,
Man,
shit.
if that happened.
Oh, if that happened.
That's one of those I was listening to.
Or if they traded up.
That's
They're
never
not gonna
happening.
happen. They're staying at 31.
That is never happening. They would not even trade back.
Yes, you're right.
But that's one of those ones of, like we talked about earlier, of, hey, it's an offensive lineman that's really good, and he's from Iowa. So you take him and put him in your starting lineup,
and
because
it's probably good.
It's almost the only thing Iowa does.
Yeah. Tight ends and linemen.
Motherfuckers put out tight ends and offensive linemen
they're good
that
at
are
it.
phenomenal.
They're good at it.
All right, down to the last pick of the first round with the Detroit Lions.
I have them now. This is a guy who's really climbed in the last probably 2 or 3 weeks, which is why I kind of have him going there now. But the edge rusher from Oklahoma, Nick Bonito.
Nick Bonito.
Yeah,
it's a fun name to say.
It's a fun name to say.
Well, I told you I had 3 going, and I've only given you 2.
Yeah. Oh, how?
Here comes Desmond Ridder.
Oh, nice.
Fuck that. No, I'm done with North Carolina quarterbacks.
No, I don't mind that pick. I think he's a second round guy, but I don't mind it.
2 picks away.
I know. I know it is.
That'd be my thing. If I think they can take him there, because if they don't take him there,
they can take him at
35.
Yeah.
But somebody might trade up and get him at 30. Because
they might.
Now you would trade up to get a quarterback.
Yeah.
In the second round, because that costs you nothing.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool. Be cool. I mean, not for that guy. It wouldn't be cool, but good for the Lions. I mean, it's a fun guy. It's, it's
one of those weird things with the Lions.
Yeah. You don't know what they are anymore because they've changed so much.
Yeah. Like you want them to be good, but you also like to be able to shit on them.
Yeah. It's
kind of like the Giants.
Yeah.
Like I would like for their...
I don't want them to suck, but...
Yeah, I don't want you to be as terrible as you are, but it's fun to shit on you.
Yeah. See, I find the Lions almost like they hired Barry Sanders and the linebacker from Ohio State who played there.
Yeah.
I can't remember his
name.
Spielman. I feel like they hired those guys to look at the owner and the GM and be like, no, that's fucking stupid. This is what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with them. And I feel like that's why they don't draft a quarterback in that spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, hey, we don't know what he is. Yes, he played 4 years, is the only quarterback to play all 4 years and start all 4 years of games. But we already have Goff and we're still working on him. We don't need to have 2 fucking projects.
Well, that's not a project. Goff is not a project. He's playing out his contract and getting cut. They will not re-sign him.
I don't know.
They are moving on.
Probably. But he's still a project because he's still playing right now.
Yeah, but he's still playing, but they know. To me, the only reason to not take a quarterback is knowing that you're not going to win a fuck ton of games next year and you're going to grab one of the better ones at the top of the draft next year.
And that makes a lot of sense to me too. But I don't know. Ridder seems like a tough one to me just because Cincinnati runs nothing of what an NFL offense is.
No.
Runs nothing. They don't run the ball. He hasn't played under center his entire career.
Well, that's almost most of them.
It is. It's a lot of them. But at some point in time, it's just tough for me to have him there when I know, and the kid could be smart and fucking pick it up instantly and be fantastic. Yeah. I don't know. But it's just, at 32, I don't see anything wrong with it because it's 32.
Yeah, it's
a second round draft pick, basically. Yeah.
You need a quarterback. Mm-hmm. You get a quarterback there.
And again, the only reason I say no to that, and kind of for the same reason you said yes to it almost, is I don't want him learning under Goff. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think
he's not a very good he's professional in the way that he took the trade and ran with it and did the best he could. He's professional in that manner, but he has a lot of horrible habits that I don't want my rookie to pick up.
Well, but that's also one thing of he's not teaching you.
I understand that, and he wouldn't, and obviously he shouldn't, but a lot of them, I can only speculate. You're going to watch the guy who's done it before because you don't know the system. So you're going to watch him do some things.
Yeah.
But critique it because you obviously want to beat that guy out of his position. I feel like there's a lot of things that he doesn't do well. You know what I mean?
I think, and I like it here mainly for the fact that I'd like it better at 35.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it's the third.
Which is weird, but...
It is, but it's the third pick of your draft as opposed to the second pick of your draft.
Yeah.
But I don't think he makes it to there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they got to get one.
Yeah.
Because you don't know that you're going to get one next year.
No, you do not. No, you could catch fire.
I think Dan Campbell's a guy that's not going to get shit canned immediately.
Mm-hmm. That
I think with Spielman and them there of like, hey, we're planning on you being here for at least this many years.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in fucking games, man. They lost some late shit.
Did.
Like they very easily could have won 6 games, 7 games. I mean, easily could have.
Yes.
So like you can see them getting better of like, hey, this is just he's not going to play next year. The backup quarterback job is very important, mainly for the fact of guy that doesn't come out of an NFL offense. Well, your job is to help your starting quarterback by breaking down
game
film and learning how to be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah. No, like I said, at 32, I don't have any issue with it. I mean, it's it's not. But they're
not reaching.
No, they're not reaching at all.
Because the guy's going. If he makes it to the second round, he's gone before 36.
I don't. Maybe it's just me thinking that they could get somebody and be a starter at 32 instead of. And,
I'm sure they can.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of it's still. I know it's the first round, but it's still the 32nd pick. But you can get a starter at that spot opposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was just my thinking of it.
Oh, I understand. Good. I mean, you're wrong as fuck, but I understand. And the only and here, be real honest with you, because one, they need a quarterback, and two, I couldn't go through with just having 2 quarterbacks go in the first round, and I will never pick somebody from fucking North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
It struggled with the Malik to Pittsburgh, mainly for the fact of because he played at Liberty, but Ben was from a small school, but now he was a freak. He's 6'6", all that shit,
all the cannon,
and Malik is one of those. He's the weird one because I think I only had them taking him because they can leave him for a year and nobody's going to give him shit because he has the bookends of.
Yeah,
I don't really think when you take somebody at 20 that they can classify him a bust because you're not really stretching that.
Yeah,
at that because it's a quarter. You can get away with a quarterback at 20 and not call it a bust because it's a quarterback.
Yeah,
in a league that is driven by quarterback. But he has he could be never play a fucking snap or be good.
Good, yeah.
I don't. People's like he could be fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah, no. But his ceiling's probably Vic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I can't tell you how much of a runner he is, but he was mobile in all of his pro days.
Yeah.
I'm not saying running-wise, Vic, but just the mobile rollout. I guess his ceiling could be Russell Wilson rollout-wise. You know what I mean? He likes the bootleg and stuff like that.
I think that's the comparison.
Yeah.
Now, he's probably a better person. But I think that would be more, people are like, oh, he could be Josh Allen. Or whoa. Yeah. Well, I mean, Josh Allen is a fucking tank.
Yeah.
For one thing.
This guy's small.
I mean, this guy's 6 foot.
Yeah.
He's got a good arm, but that's more of a Russell Wilson move around.
Yeah. Make time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Which for the most part, except for Ben, has kind of been what their quarterbacks have been in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And Ben was mobile, but he didn't move as much because he just shedded tackles because nobody could bring his big ass down.
Exactly.
So I guess he was mobile, but
he was mobile
by
enough.
Being a statue of like
being just a man, being as big as the lineman tackling him.
I guess that's a weird way to. He's not a mobile quarterback, but he plays like a mobile quarterback because he gives you receivers more time.
Yeah.
Just because
You can buy
he
time.
can take 8 fucking hits and not go down.
Be a fucking pinball.
Yeah, just back on the quarterback thing of like, I'm just done with this. Hey, this guy, man, he was really good at this. Like,
I don't think he was good, but he's been talked about more than the other guys.
Yeah. Well, he's a project. And that's probably about the only place that wouldn't have to start him.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
That'll be that kid's downfall.
Yeah.
He's going to get drafted by a team that's got to play him this year.
Yeah.
And that's not.
No, he needs to get drafted by like the Titans, who he could sit just as a reference point.
Like if he fell that far, you can flip that in the Pickett and stuff like that. That's fine.
I like to pick a guy. To me, again, everybody's just happy to be drafted. He seems like he has that attitude to go in and press for that job.
Yeah.
And it's like, we drafted you to not have to do that, so chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
just learn.
Yeah, just learn for a second.
You only ran 4 plays at Pitt.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's
3 of them.
Kind of what they did.
3 of them were run.
Yeah. One of them was a fake slide that they have now changed a rule for.
That was cool as hell.
He should have got his head ripped off.
He should have got murdered, but but that's the issue with that play in general. He used it against which is what every defender bitches about in the entire world. He fucking does it, which was awesome.
Yeah. And then there's you can't get ripped in the defensive meeting room because if you'd have fucking hit him.
Yeah, it's a 15-yarder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny shit.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting one just because nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Yep.
And it's one of those things of like, I don't think there's going to be any action, and there'll probably be nothing but action.
Yeah. Well, if the Trayvon Walker, if what you have is correct and he goes number 1, it is going to domino affect everything. Now the Lions are like, oh, fuck, what do we do?
Yeah.
We had him gone. Oh, shit, do we pick him now? Do we pressure? Or is it one of those things kind of, because you always see there's always one stud who everybody passes on, and then everybody thinks something's wrong with that guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's Hutchinson.
I think it's just the Thibodeau thing.
Yeah, which is weird because the guy's a freak.
Because I think if Hutchinson doesn't go 1, there's no way Detroit will get that card to the...
Yeah, as fast as they can.
Yeah,
Hutchinson. They'll yell it from the table.
And that's where I say if Hutchinson goes 1, that's where the Thibodeau thing comes in.
Yeah.
And then Walker is the guy that maybe starts
to fall a little bit. I think Walker needs to fall anyway.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
Well, he's athletic.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
everybody.
Everybody.
It's the NFL.
It's kind of what they do. Yeah.
Well, it's just like that, like the guys from Georgia with their fucking fast 40 times of like, fucking don't need them running 40 yards. I mean, that's great.
Great. I'm glad you're fast.
I really only care about the first 5 to 6 yards.
Yeah.
Other than that, like if you have to chase, first of all, your 4.7 40 is not going to catch the fucking running back if you're chasing down the field. Not happening.
Yeah.
Not even going to catch the quarterback at that point in time.
Yeah.
But I don't need that.
Yeah.
So just be a big guy and jam the middle up.
Yeah.
Do your job. Make a push.
Job. Do your job.
Do your job, Junior. Well, that was the other weird one, different kind of draft, but I heard it on the way over. That freshman from Ohio State is going declared for the NBA draft.
Who's that?
He was 3rd team all Big Ten. He averaged 13 points a game.
He's going to the draft?
Going to the draft.
Oh.
Getting an agent.
Why would you just feel it out and go back?
Boy, that seems
pretty...
like you're not a lottery pick.
Yeah. And
I just heard the local show talking about that because they were just talking about it. I'm like, he's not slotted as a lottery pick. He's at that 11 to 24.
Yeah.
Of which means
you're going to sit the bench.
Maybe the second round.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you're in if you get drafted in the second round for the NBA,
you don't play.
You don't make the team.
No, not at all.
They only have 15 guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think there was a stat. There's only one person who ever got a second contract with the round 2. And it was Isaiah Thomas. Not the good Isaiah Thomas, the short one that's my era, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, but it only got that because of his name.
Yeah.
And his daddy.
I don't think it was his son.
Is it not?
No.
Wasn't Isaiah Thomas Jr.?
No.
Wasn't there one?
Probably.
I think there was.
Not this guy.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's like second rounders don't like. I've known people that have gotten drafted in the second round, and it was just like, yeah, it's Diebler, because I was over in near Upper Sandusky when he got drafted in the second round. It was like,
no, I'm just going to play overseas.
Yeah, he's going to go to Europe because that's not.
Yeah.
They're just like, who's on the fucking board? Is this person not making a goddamn team? We'll get the rights to him, but you know, who gives a shit?
Yeah. What an idiot.
Yeah, it was
just
just
if he played one more year in college, he probably is a lottery pick.
Of like,
yeah.
Because obviously I didn't, 13 points a game does not strike me as a first round draft pick.
Uh-huh.
And then the fact that you were a third team all Big Ten says maybe don't come out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're a freshman.
Idiot.
But I was listening to the guy, obviously, the one guy that's a basketball nut that I'm talking about on the radio.
Yeah.
He says he's not very big, so he can't go down low. He's not a great outside shooter. He doesn't handle the ball at NBA level.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal at the mid-range jumper, which there is a spot for you.
Yes.
But usually in the NBA, if you're a mid-range jumper shooter, you kind of need to get your own shot. And as I said before, he does not dribble that well. So it's like, who's going to get you open for this 15-footer? Because you're not a pick and roll guy.
Running screens at the elbow.
Yeah. If we're going to run a screen, it's for a guy shooting a three from 4 feet further back or 5 feet, whatever it is.
Oh, man.
I just thought that was weird of like, hey, who the fuck is telling you that?
Yeah, that this is a good idea to do that? I don't know.
You just want to G League it?
Yeah.
Why did they go to G instead of D anymore?
It was derogatory to the players in that league that they were like a D, like a grade. Even though it stood for developmental.
What does G stand for?
Gatorade. Swear to God, it's the Gatorade
they
League.
Sort of sponsor?
Yeah, they sort of sponsor.
Well, they should call it fucking Gatorade League.
Yeah. I think
like
it's
when it used to be the Nike Tour.
I think it's the G League, yeah.
It is called the G League.
No, I know that, but I think the G stands for Gatorade.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I could be 100% wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Gatorade.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite jokes just about Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he has to use the middle initial because he can't be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And the one guy says, wouldn't it be funny if the B stood for basketball? His full name was Michael Basketball Jordan.
That's funny.
Yeah, I always like that.
Yeah.
I don't, it's just those little things that just fucking make me giggle.
Yeah, that's funny.
I was thinking about one of my favorite things from a movie because I was thinking about Me, Myself, and Irene, which I've seen that movie. I don't know how many times.
Lots of times.
And there's so many funny moments. Whatever, I can't remember the actor's name, but he played one of the FBI agents or whatever.
Okay.
And he's good in a lot of stuff. But just that where they're at her hotel or they're questioning her and they're like, well, we found marijuana in the ashtray. And she's like, so I smoked some pot. What, is that illegal? And he just goes, uh-huh. Yeah. Just the way it was just said, uh-huh.
That's funny.
I like the little things, that make me laugh. Uh-huh. All right. You got anything else?
I do not.
Let's do it.
WideSide